So it is Friday again. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. I mean, the question we should be asking each other at this point in our country's democracy is, how are you? So I'm asking you guys the question, how are you? I know how things have been. I mean, even from the beginning of the presidential election up until the governorship election, you reach to ask person, how are you? So I'm asking, how are you? Me, so far, I think I'm alright. I think I'm fine. I think I'm good. I mean, I can't complain much because I know that even if we complain from now till the end of the world, nothing is going to change. So it is Friday. Take it down. I mean, this is a Friday for you to unwind. The elections have come and gone. We have to keep living our lives, won't we? So we have to keep living our lives. And so this is Talking Trends on Oxford TV with me, Nkiruka Ibe. And you know what we do every Friday? We give you all the gist, everything that's been happening from Monday up till today, Friday. And today is no exception. So I'll go on a short break and I'll come back with the gist. So just in case you have joined you haven't missed anything because I haven't actually started. So I'm going to be starting with this first story. The Federal Executive Council, that is FEC, has approved the sum of 453.90 billion naira for the procurement of rolling stock, operation and maintenance equipment for the Kano Maradi Standard Gauge Rail line currently under construction. The Minister of Transportation, Mazu Sambo, disclosed this to State House correspondents on Wednesday, March 22nd, after this week's council meeting chaired by President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa. The approved sum also includes 510.93 million naira meant for procuring 4 customized fire service/search and rescue vans in seaports at Port Harcourt, Lagos Port Complex, Tinkan Island Port, and the Marina headquarters of the Nigeria Port Authority. So in other words, there is going to now be a rail line linking Nigeria and Niger Republic, which is a very good development if you ask me. But then again, sometimes they tell us they are doing something and they end up doing a different thing. They will tell us now that this money is allocated for this, and at the end of the day, we never see these things. We never see the fruition of these allocations and this kinds of projects. So we hope that this is actually meant for this project. So let me take some of the comments, because Nigerians are already asking why such huge amounts of money and what is the benefit of this economically to our own to Nigerian economy right now at this point in time. Is it really beneficial to us? But if you ask me, I would say it is beneficial to us, and I still maintain that if actually the money is going towards what it said is going into. Remember, I don't have any opinions. My opinion don't even count. So let me take some of the comments. Someone here says, when was the last time the FG had a federal project in any part of the southeast? You only mentioned second Niger Bridge that has been in construction for decades. But this is where our oil resources go to. They have the best amenities. But we are the tribal ones once we complain about the marginalization that is happening in this first union called Nigeria. Sad stuff. It's always about them. Someone says, what's the economic impact of this project? Well, it's going to ease our roads for starters, and then ease traffic. It's also going to ease, ease movement between Nigeria and Niger Republic. It's also going to ease accidents. We know how this trailers, tankers and containers fall on our roads on a daily basis. I mean, if I do say so, on a daily basis, and kill people. So if we have such things like this that can actually convey this our containers from one place to another place, it will ease the roads. Trust me. I mean, someone else here says, no rail in Akwa Ibom, River State, Bayelsa and Cross River. These states feed Nigeria. Then you will expect people to think Buhari and APC aren't partial. What has APC got to do with this now? Okay, someone else here says, okay, I don't want to take these comments. Let's now talk about the elections and some of the reactions that have been coming up since the conduct of the presidential and governorship elections in Nigeria. It hasn't been easy. A lot of people have said it's a sham of an election. The governorship candidate of the Labour Party in Lagos State, Gbadebo, said it is a sham of an election and he's not accepting the results. So let me take some of the reactions. Even though we have said the elections weren't the way they were supposed to be, but some of our leaders, some of our top government officials have said it is a free, fair and credible election as far as they are concerned. So whatever we are ranting about is none of their business. They conducted a free, fair and credible election, and if we don't like it, we should go to court. Okay, so FFK, we know FFK now. He said these things. He said, those that believe that Lagos is a no man's land have been roundly defeated, badly humiliated, and finally taught the lesson of their lives by voters in a peaceful, free, and fair election. This was a comment he made, or a tweet he made a day after the governorship election came to a close, after Babajide Sanwo-Olu was declared the winner of the governorship election in Lagos. Then he went on to say, the matter is settled and the message is eightfold. That God answers prayers even in the most complicated situations and difficult circumstances. He's able to deliver us from the hands of our strong enemies and the enemy within, that he rules in the affairs of man. He's telling us that this is God's handiwork. That God watched as people were killed. Literally, people were killed during the elections, presidential and governorship elections. So this man has come out to tell us that God's hand was in this, that God shamed the enemies. And enemies, quote and unquote, according to him, are those people who said, let us not divide ourselves. Let us not say because this person is evil, so he shouldn't run for governorship in Lagos. Because this person is from a different state, shouldn't. So these are the people that he's calling the enemy of the land. Mind you, we always preach one Nigeria. And some of these our leaders want to lead Nigeria, but yet they keep fueling issues. I don't even want to go into any of these things. Let's just keep it moving. He had a lot to say, a whole lot to say. I can't read everything he said. So let's continue with the reactions. The Minister of Culture, Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, has also come out to tell us that the 2023 polls, that is both the presidential and governorship and state assembly and federal House of Representatives election, is the most credible and transparent election in Nigeria. And which we all know that this election, quote and unquote, was rigged. Before our very eyes, it was rigged. It was manipulated. But remember, I ain't got no opinions. I don't. So he's telling us that it was, or it is, it was, because it's gone now, that the election was the best, the most credible election ever conducted in Nigeria. Probably since we gained independence, or since democracy. I don't know what he meant, but we on our own part know what exactly transpired. So it's as if they're making us go mad. Yeah, they're telling us we're stupid. Okay, so when he's also telling us that it was free, fair and credible, some Nigerians have now said enough is enough. We can no longer have anything to do with this country called Nigeria. And these are some Nigerians in diaspora. At least we've seen 2 Nigerians in diaspora who have come on social media or made a video that went viral of themselves disowning Nigeria, which is their motherland.
Having critically observed the way and manner the Nigerian election has been conducted so far, I have come to the conclusion that Nigeria can never be redeemed. As a result, I have decided not to be associated with anything called Nigeria. In order to buttress my assertion, I hereby destroy my Nigerian passport.
This is my Nigerian passport. And it doesn't even matter whether I am Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa. The bottom line is I am Nigerian. And that comes first. Nigeria has failed us. We have hoped for a better country. My wife is Yoruba, and I never intended for Peter Obi to be the leader of Nigeria because he is Igbo. But I wanted him to be the president because of what he has to offer, what he brings to the table for Nigerians. And for that reason, because of what has transpired in this last election, from today I refuse to be associated with anything regarding Nigeria. This is my passport.
So let's not look as if maybe we're making this things up. They tore their passports. But I think these people that tore their passport, they are not even, I'm sure they have dual citizenship. Because me that have just only one citizenship, one citizen, I'm just a citizen of Nigeria. I'm not any other country's citizen. This is my country. I cannot come and tear my passport. True. Passport that I want to use and jackpot, I will not tear it. Do you know how much it even costs to make passports in Nigeria? About 50-something thousand naira. That is, if you want it express. If you want your passport express, you want to get it the next day, it costs about 50 or thereabouts. Yes. Then if you don't want the express, which means you're going to get it like in 6 months' time, and there is even no guarantee that you will get it in that 6 months' time, you still have to, tip here and there before you can get the so-called passport. And somebody went to tear it. I'm sure they have British passport or American passport. We will not blame them. But I would say something. This is actually not the way to go about it. No matter what happened, Nigeria is still your country till tomorrow. Some of you now, when you even die over in those countries, you will still insist that they bring you back to Nigeria and come and bury you. You see, right? So no matter what happens, Nigeria is still our country. Let's not let this, our leaders, let's just call them old school. They are old school. They don't know what is happening in the new school now. They are shocked at what is happening, but they are not understanding it. So we should make them understand what is going on. That we have evolved. We are woke now. But tearing your passport does not show that you're woke or that you are evolved now. It doesn't show anything. It just shows that you're not a patriotic Nigerian. You were never a patriotic Nigerian. So it's not a good thing to do. If you're thinking about doing it, anybody that's thinking about doing it is not patriotic at all. It's not. So let me take some of the comments. Someone here says Nigeria shall be redeemed in Jesus' name, and I'll say amen to that. I understand we have bad leaders, but can we stop cursing our nation? True, we should stop, because they said there's power in the tongue. Whatever we profess with our tongue always comes to fruition. So let's stop. Some of us speak a lot of negative words concerning Nigeria because we have other options. Not all of us have such options. Nigeria shall rise again. Amen! Nigeria shall rise again. And it's going to take you and me to make Nigeria rise again. I like this person's comment. Very nice. It's very, very encouraging. There's still people like this who still believe in Nigeria. Yes, I believe. But maybe not. I believe. Alright, someone else here says, I am proud of my Nigerian passport. I'm proud of my American passport. Oh, okay, he has dual citizenship now. He's proud of Nigerian passport and proud of his American passport. Nigeria is not perfect, so also is America not perfect. Nigeria election is not perfect. Same goes for America election. God bless Nigeria. God bless the United States of America. And yes, okay, we've heard you. You've made your points. Okay, someone else here says, we don't need to take it to this level. I voted for Obi, but life continues. Whatever makes us think that Tinubu will not do better than Obi, Tinubu might do better. Please don't let us give up on Nigeria. I don't know about this. I'm not going to. Let's move on. Yeah, well, we've elected someone. Even if we didn't elect, they said INEC elected someone, but who knows? He might even do better. Let's just give him a chance. Okay, still talking about the aftermath of the elections in Nigeria. The British High Commission in Nigeria, residing in Abuja, have said they are collating names of Nigerians who incited electoral violence. Yes, so let me read the story. The British High Commission has said it is collating relevant information about Nigerians who engage in anti-democratic actions during the elections. The Commission will disclose that members of its observation team witnessed vote buying, voting intimidation, destruction of electoral materials, and harassment of journalists. Yes, I was harassed. I was one of those journalists that was harassed because I was covering the election. Particular polling units I went to, they refused me covering that particular unit, saying they don't allow camera in that place. And what happened afterwards shocked me to my bone marrows, and I'm not going to say it. Never ever. So I was one of those journalists that were harassed. During the governorship elections, expressed concern over use of inflammatory ethno-religious language by some political figures. We all know that. According to them, we observed improvements around election logistics by INEC during the gubernatorial elections, particularly when compared to the presidential election. More polling units opened on time. There was greater evidence of beavers and IRF working and results uploaded in real time from polling units and collation centers. These are positive. I don't know where you guys observed. UK, I do not know where you guys observed, because the places that we observed, beavers didn't work. IRF did not work. They did not upload any results in real time. So I do not know the part of Lagos or Nigeria that you guys observed your own election. Maybe you guys set your own election and observed it. But from some of us who actually observed this process, most of the polling units, their beavers did not work. Some of the INEC officials also told us that they are not going to upload the results into the beavers. So I don't know where you guys monitored. But well, remember, I ain't got no opinions. Let me take some of the comments. Someone says, no need, just mention MC Oluomo. His inciting remarks are all over the internet. Thank me later. Someone else here says, Reno, Omokri and FFK are the kings of hate speech and fake news. Someone else here says, medicine after death. UK on a no try. I even think you people are benefiting from bad governance. We're suffering here and disunity. Pathetic. So this person is accusing the UK that they might be benefiting somehow, and the truth might not be far-fetched. I mean, someone else here says, we can help you with the compilation of names. Just say the word and follow through with visa bans and deportation wherever necessary. Okay, still looking at the reactions. The popular comedian AY Maku has taken to Twitter and he has tweeted that now that the elections are officially over in Lagos State, I am sure all this talks about bigots and maggots will end on the lips of some coconut heads like foolish federal cola nuts FFK. So that's the full meaning of FFK. I did not know. Foolish federal coconut cola. FFK. No, that's not his real name. Oh, I think his real name is Femi Fani Kayode. Yes, FFK. So they've rebranded him and renamed him Foolish Federal Colonel. Okay, let's be serious. Seekers, una tell us wetin una want. Make we Yoruba boys do with our Igbo wives and children. You understand? Because during the election, they kept on saying, oh, the Igbos are this, the Igbos are that, the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Hausas. There was a lot of ethnic, tribalistic comments, rhetorics here and there. And everybody, that's what they campaigned upon. Especially during in short, this whole election was based upon that. And it was based upon the people who owns which land and people who own which land. That's what this whole election was based upon. And the people whose voices were, higher won the election. But I don't want to, I don't have any opinions. Remember, I'm just a broadcast journalist doing my job. Okay, Someone here says my own is let all the Igbos and other tribes start moving their investments back home and leave Lagos for those that says it's their own. You know, right? Someone says people often say Igbo people are not respectful of their elders. We respect our elders, but we will not allow our elders to mislead us. Yes, we the Igbos are critical thinkers. We can't allow any elder to lure us into injustice against other people. We're not insecure of others' tribe. Okay, still talking the elections now. The People's Democratic Party's candidate, presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, has said that INEC should withdraw the certificate of return that was issued to Tinubu and declare him the winner. I mean, he's second on the list. After Tinubu, he was second. And on the other hand, the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, has also filed a petition against INEC and against the presidential candidates or the president-elect Tinubu, saying that he won the election. So I don't know, we're just confused. Who actually won the election? Tinubu has been declared and given the certificate of return, and Atiku is saying he won. They should give him the certificate of return. Obi is taking them to court. Whoa, make una they calm down. And people should tell us, carry us along. Let's be understanding what is going on. Okay. All right. So, while we are all in the West here in Lagos, saying that the person we wanted to be governor did not become governor, in Abia State, there's a glimmer of light. There's a glimmer of hope, as the person that they actually wanted won the governorship election in Abia State. So Abians have taken to the street to celebrate this milestone, because the PDP have been ruling that country since that state since 1999. So they feel like, okay, there's a change. They pushed for a change and they got the change, as Alex Oti won the governorship election. So they are all over the streets celebrating, making merry. So I think they are the ones that benefited from this whole election, you know. Okay, another story I have here is about the former Senate President Ike Ekweremadu. We know that sometime last year he was in court for allegedly trafficking a young boy from the streets of Lagos to the United Kingdom for a kidney transplant for his daughter who has been ill. So the court in the UK has found him guilty of that charge, but the sentence will be given on a later date. So another story I have here on a very, very lighter note. This story is about our very own dear Davido. He's coming back. I mean, everybody's celebrating him coming back. It's as if we're celebrating that someone won the election. The person who wanted to win the election won the election, because that's who we're now celebrating, because he said he's coming back, and he's coming back with a hit. And he's titled this Timeless, which will be released on the 31st of March, because he's saying there's a time to grieve, a time to laugh, a time to dance, and then a time to withdraw and, you know, take a different step. So that's what he said. And while Davido is saying he's coming back, Prophet Odumeje said he has completed his earthly ministry and he's going to die soon. And on that note, I close the curtains on today's Talking Trends. That's all I gotta say. People are resurrecting, people want to die. So, you want to die? If you think you have completed your earthly mission. But he also told us at some point that he has different powers. That the only one he's using for now is the Indaboski Bahose. So there are still other powers that he has not used. And I'm wondering why, sir. Use all the powers. That even the powers that you have can even make you live even longer. Understand? But who knows? We don't know. That's all I gotta say today on Talking Trends. I'm Kirika Ibe. Don't forget, it's Friday. Take it down, take a glass of wine, take a glass of water, and try to be minding your business. It's Friday. Do have a lovely weekend. Until I see you again next week, it's bye for now.